This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. In 1970, I purchased a BB handgun. It was a revolver, and it was a single action, meaning every time you'd take and pull this back, cock the hammer, you could pull the trigger and cock and pull the hammer. That's how it was fired. It was gas powered, and it held 18 BBs. It was an excellent shooting revolver. Absolutely. For the time, I enjoyed it an awful lot, and I got pretty fair at drawing fast draw with it. Fast forward 47 years to this year. I bought this BB pistol, the first BB revolver, I should say, that I've owned since then. It is a double action. Instead of a single, you can cock and fire it, or you can double fire it by just pulling the trigger, and it fires. Instead of 18 shots, it's a 10 shot, but it has a rail for scope or a rail for laser sights. All sorts of add-ons if you so desire. And another thing it has that the old gun did not have is a safety, so that it can't be fired by a child unless they knew enough to pull that little safety back. Absolutely. An excellent gun. And this gun, 47 years later, after that gun was made and sold to me, that's right, it cost $25. I said $25. And it's an excellent shooting gun. But the price is the same. I've had a friend that has had a medical problem of basically sinuses getting clogged up and needed to be rotor-rootered, if you will, is what she called it, and cleaned out by the doctor. Last 15 years she's had that done about every 3 years, or 5 times in the last 15 years. And they just did it in the clinic itself. And the first time was $300 to have it done. And the last time, well, it had tripled. It was $900 in the clinic. It had went up 300% from the $300 to $900. They then informed her that this last time, they said, well, we can't do it in the clinic anymore. They've decided it has to be done at the hospital, even though there was no problems whatsoever by doing it in the clinic. Well, okay, she said, I know what you're going to do. You're going to charge me another $1,000 for having it done in the hospital. I know your game. And she tried to talk them out of it, and they wouldn't do it otherwise. So she was stuck. And she did what they told her to do. She went over there, and then the first thing they said, wait a minute, you're 50 years old now. We have to do tests on you to make sure it's safe to do. And she said, it always has been. They said, well, we have to do these tests. Okay. So they did a couple of hours worth of tests on her. That's right. A couple of hours worth of tests. And then they did the procedure, and everything was fine. A week later, she got the bill. I said a week later, she got the bill. And the bill, that's right, $25,000. $25,000. So 15 years ago, it cost $300, and today it costs $25,000 for the same procedure because of need of doing tests, So maybe, just maybe, the medical community, maybe we ought to let the gun manufacturers run the medical community and see if they can get the cost down, because they sure got a better handle on it, in my opinion, than the medical community itself. You guys have a good day.